Assalamu alaikum. It is indeed a matter of great pleasure for me that the UNESCO Dhaka Office and ICT Division of A2I jointly arranged this program in the title of Teachers' Role in Blended Education, accordingly the theme of World Teacher Day 2021. It is our pride that the teacher has taken this step to share the knowledge of blended education achievement with national and international community. The deserved congratulations from all of us. This video clips is a scientific presentation of education-oriented research result on blended education with recommendation to overcome the problem of blended education. At the present century demand sharing of knowledge, this blended education of the materials is one of the best methods of communication with those who are staying away from us. We are very happy to see they are our teachers sharing their knowledge. This is a very healthy sign of development of blended education at home and abroad. Now I will come to my presentation moment in the title of Teachers' Role in Blended Education in Aspect of Digital Vision. In Bangla, Digital Vision er poripeক্ষিতে মিশ্র শিক্ষায় শিক্ষকদের ভূমিকা. I am Dr. Mohammad Humayun Kabir, Assistant Professor of Botany, Balart Adersho Degree College, Mithapur, Rangpur. Mithapur is a famous of Begum Rokeya born place, who is the pioneer of female education in Indian subcontinent. Now firstly I introduce the blended education. Blended education is an approach to education that combines online education materials and opportunities for interaction online with traditional place-based classroom methods. It requires the physical presence of both teacher and student with some elements of students' control over time, place, path or pitch. The why blended education improves ability to personalize learning, potential for individual progress, keeps learner engaged with use of variety of content type. Instructor has the ability to access learner trends and text and act accordingly. It improves training costs, effective training for any learning style. How to use blended education? Formulate your blended education goals in advance. Combine online and face-to-face instruction. Define your core learning objective and goals. Specify how and when technology will be used. Create learning activities that offer the best of both worlds. Type of blended education modules. This module includes face-to-face driver, rotation, flex, labs, self-blended, and online driver. Key component of blended educations. Number one, self-paced e-learning, face-to-face training, mobile learning, social learning, and virtual classroom training. Lesson plan for blended education. It 5 poles. Number one, gradings. Number two, creative learning environment and lesson declaration, presentation, access of learning, and home task. Teacher and learner roles of online teaching. Teacher is a resource guide. Refer learner to the resources. A learner is creator, connector, or constructivist. In the very near future, 21st century learners will increasingly demand their experiences is learning-centered, personalized, instruction, social and in the cloud, mobile, anytime, anywhere, what they want, buyer market. The academic impact of Facebook, it is a research findings of Open University. Particularly, I would like to say that when the pandemic situation is running, then all of the teachers, particularly rural areas, they are taking their videos and upload the Facebook for online classes. Then I particularly like to say the Facebook is a academic impact is dominant. How is blended education helping COVID times? It is a sustainable model. It may be several months or longer than the effects of this pandemic will ward up. And the blended process is more sustainable in the long term than virtual learning alone because it more closely simulates by typical learning environment. Particularly, I'd like to say the blended learning accommodates a variety of learning styles. What support do teachers need? 5 things teachers can do to improve online teaching. Number one, utilize a variety of technology options. Number two, connect with students individually. Number three, prepare to work with parents. Number four, consider new learning methods. And 5, provide collaboration and socialization opportunities. The key benefits. Number one, cost effectiveness, consistency, real-time access, greater retention, facilitates corporate training feedback, provide personalized training experience, data tracking is more quick and convenient. The 5 pillars of blended education. Number one, structure. Number two, flexible instructional collaboration, self-study, two-way feedback, and self-direction. 7 ways of blended education will inspire you. Number one, face-to-face training, virtual classroom, webinars, links, simulations, assessment, one-by-one coaching. The challenge in implementation, managing and monitoring participant progress, learners not taking training itself seriously, resistant the argue to use testing by learners, looking at how to teach, not just what to teach, and management buy on. Concrete and easy to replicate strategies during COVID-19 pandemic. As a manager of Commonwealth Digital Education Leadership Training in Action, C Delta, training receipt and implementation, 5 teacher and 50 student fluent certificate already received. E-certificate, which organized and provided by A2I during COVID-19 pandemic. Reward of appreciation as a district ambassador teacher in recognition for the dedication during COVID-19 pandemic. The significant contribution of online class in our institution as well as other institution. More than 100 Zoom meeting organized and attended. As a trainer of multimedia classroom, MMC, and significant contribution for research portal and more. These are the certificates which I achieved during the pandemic situation. A significant role of blended education, face-to-face teaching, Teachers Honor 2021, Leadership in Crisis. The Conference of District Ambassador Teacher, a significant contribution for MMC, online teaching, C Delta training, implementation. These are the blended education resources such as Google, Screenest, Bhoki, Virtual, Khan Academy, Blended Education, and more. These are the 23 references and acknowledgement of credits. Please see that accordingly. I feel this information based on local studies would add to increase to some extent the horizon of knowledge of those dedicated teachers who are engaged in blended education works for the benefit of the educations. Initially, I recognized my drawback and deficiencies, but with time, the work would undoubtedly continue to grow and serve for the students in the years to come. I believe and hope these video clips presented and documented will help to enrich and update the knowledge of the researcher, subject matter specialists, and extension workers for suitable understanding by the students and carry the message to their fields for materialization. That the endeavor of the teachers in bringing out the work firmly bridge the research and extension linkage through the transfer of appropriate technology to the students and thereby maximize to achieve the self-sufficiency in education in the country. I am dedicated and determined to raise the status of blended education to international standard and make it a practical and productive guide for all those who are involved in blended education here and abroad. I would always welcome your suggestion and constructive criticism. May Allah Almighty bless us all for the development of blended education for sustainable education for welfare of humanity. Thanks for all.